So today I'd like to talk about what Pokemon I would not eat and why. So while preparing for this video, every Pokemon that I would eat, while going through, I also made this list at about the same period. Because there's stuff that I considered, but then I thought again and decided against. The first category is mushrooms. Because Pokemon are the kind of creatures that kind of need to have self-defenses. And while plenty of mushrooms that you can eat don't have these defenses, it'd be weird for Pokemon to just be a mushroom and not have these. Basically. And I'm not talking about like the trippy mushrooms, but yeah, Paris and Parasect. Obviously I don't want to become a zombie. Fungus and Shroomish. Fungus is more poisonous, but Shroomish also has its weird spores, potentially including poison. And yeah, next is seafood. Because we talked a lot of seafood last time, there's going to be a lot of seafood this time. First, let's talk about shellfish. I can enjoy a good shellfish. Pretty good stuff. A mussel, an oyster, but not cloyster. Cloyster gives the wrong vibes. I don't know what's going on there with cloyster. I think cloyster doesn't even have meat. I think that's just a pearl or something. So there's not much to eat there. I mean, yeah, there's stuff in the real world that I have eaten and might eat again one day that look like cloyster, but that's not exactly shellfish, so let's move on. Quillfish. This is with the assumption that I would not have like the professional chefs that do actual like pufferfish in the real world, because I imagine that cooking a quillfish would be much harder, because I'm guessing it's even more poisonous. So that's my main reason there. Clobberpus. How do you say its name? I'm gonna check. This is a professional recording. Grappaloct. I think Clobberoct is its pre-evolution. Grappaloct. This is a professional live presentation. Yeah, Clobopus is the pre-evolution. Okay. We figured it out live. We're gonna keep this. And I feel like... yeah, sure, I can enjoy good calamari, good octopus. Calamari's... yeah. Takoyaki. But I feel like this meat would be very tough, and I don't like the idea of tough octopus meat. It just, like, I feel like it would be more, like, beefy somehow, and I don't like the thought of that. Like, I feel like Clobberpus would somehow have red meat, which would be weird. So, no thanks. Dracovic would eat me. I would not eat it. Dracovic would consume me instantly. And next category is everything else, because I got tired of categorizing stuff. Swinub, there's just a lot going on with its existence. Pork is good, but I don't know if it is all pork, or its line becomes like mammoth and stuff. It's just really weird. I've never really had boar either, so because it's probably more boar-like. I don't know how different that is. Next is Combi. Combi is sort of honey, but it's also kind of not. Like the wings, the antennae. I'm sure you'd probably remove those with eating them, but the most likely verdict for Combi is slimy yet satisfying at best. This is supposed to be a GIF. I don't know why it's not playing. I'm just gonna go with it. Cherubi is... it probably wouldn't be that bad to eat. But like if you're sitting down to eat it like actual cherries, you're just looking at it. Like, we're gonna assume that you already got a dead one, but even then, just looking at it with two little faces existing doesn't sound like a good time. It sounds like an emotional, distraughting meal. Next up is Execute. For the reason of Execute is a bunch of seeds. And I feel like it would kind of give the feeling as like when you grab like a Sprite in a glass cup, but you think it's water for some reason because you can't see the fizz or something. And then you drink it, and it's not what you were expecting. I feel like with Execute, you're gonna eat them expecting egg, but then it tastes like seed, so that makes it taste worse than E. So I just avoid that hassle. Sunkern is just too cute. You can eat that thing with its beady eyes looking at you. I don't think so. Next is Bounce Sweet, and Bounce Sweet, after the joke I made at the end of the last video, would be kind of weird for me to eat because I'm not about that life, so I'd rather not. Applin is not the apple; it's like a worm in the apple. I don't want to eat worms. The apple is not the Pokemon. So. Sinistea, tea is pretty good stuff, you know. I'm more of a green tea kind of person, but I could try the other tea. But I like having Life Force, so I won't. Vanillux is the last one and the big one. I really enjoy vanilla ice cream. My favorite type of ice cream, probably. But Vanillux is covered in snow. It's not actually just, I don't think it tastes like vanilla. I'm pretty sure, so it tastes like a snow cone without flavoring, I guess. There's not even that much on it. Under it is just ice. And like, if I was gonna eat ice, I wouldn't eat a Vanillux. I just have ice. And also, I don't like the idea of it having brains there. I know everything has brains, but it's much more concerning in this case to me for some reason. So yeah, after this awkward discussion, I'm gonna call it there. It's been a good one, kind of. Yeah. Have a good one. That sounded pretty redundant, not gonna lie.